Hi, my name is Shannon Warner. I'm Vice President over our Cloud and ISV Ecosystems business here in North America. In simple terms, the cloud allows people to access data and applications via the internet from any device. Typically, data is stored and processed centrally in distributed data centers around the world instead of on a user's PC or a company's data center. How long has the cloud been around? Cloud computing has been around for some time, even longer than many people would think. It was popularized in the early 2000s when large companies like Amazon and Google started using the term cloud computing to describe the big shift where people were accessing applications, data, and files via the web instead of their desktops. But the act of people accessing applications via the web really started in the 1990s. I think some of us can remember that. And actually, even way back in the 1960s, there are very primitive examples of network-based computing. In terms of the evolution of the cloud in the business marketplace, it's definitely evolved over time, and we're seeing it in typical business cases. And what I would say is the cloud is described as comprising three categories: software as a service, or SaaS, platform as a service, or PaaS, or infrastructure as a service, IaaS. And SaaS is really where a lot of this has started, where most of users and people would have seen this. And examples of this would include Microsoft 365, Google Workspace, or even companies like Dropbox, where companies or users pay for an application service on a per user basis, either monthly or annually, and the application is hosted in a public data center at places like Azure, AWS, or Google Cloud Platform. And now we're seeing also additional use cases around platform as a service and infrastructure as a service. And what platform as a service really refers to is the development, deployment, and management platform in the cloud that provides app developers the ability to build and deliver their applications via the web. And when you talk about infrastructure as a service, this is really where companies and application providers can access compute, storage, and networking resources on demand on a pay-as-you-go basis instead of maintaining their own company data centers. In simple terms, the cloud allows people to access data and applications via the internet from any device. Typically, data is stored and processed centrally in distributed data centers around the world instead of on a user's PC or a company's data center. How long has the cloud been around? Cloud computing has been around for some time, even longer than many people would think. It was popularized in the early 2000s when large companies like Amazon and Google started using the term cloud computing to describe the big shift where people were accessing applications, data, and files via the web instead of their desktops. But the act of people accessing applications via the web really started in the 1990s. I think some of us can remember that. And actually, even way back in the 1960s, there are very primitive examples of network-based computing. When companies think about cloud migration, they need to focus on their use cases first and the business problems they're trying to solve for. From there, they need to consider the various factors that go into play when considering a transition to the cloud. These factors often include cost, control, performance, flexibility, scalability, security, as well as business continuity and disaster recovery. These are all areas that are really important for a business to consider. Also, sometimes data sovereignty could play a role where that means where the data may be required to be stored in a specific geographic location. When businesses are thinking about their cloud strategy and assuring that it's very relevant and will maintain in the long run, they need to recognize that there's no one-size-fits-all approach. Often, the decision to host on-premises within a company data center, or host in a hybrid or private cloud environment, or even fully embrace public cloud, it can be very situational and it can evolve over time. And I go back to thinking about what is the use case and what are you trying to solve for? And as companies become more sophisticated, we're seeing them embrace a multi-cloud strategy where certain use cases are best suited with one cloud, such as AWS, or even another cloud, such as Microsoft Azure. TD SYNNEX has been on this journey for a while, and how we differentiate ourselves in a crowded cloud marketplace for sure is something that we are really focused on, delivering value to our vendors and delivering value to our partners. We began our journey in the cloud through offering SaaS solutions from Microsoft and later Google and others. And this solution area is still a major driver of our cloud business. We've also seen a lot of momentum in the data storage segment with companies such as NetApp, Veeam, ArcServe, and Acronis seeing substantial growth, and that's really helping to fuel our cloud business. And then in addition, infrastructure as a service solutions, including Microsoft Azure, AWS, and GCP are seeing some really strong momentum. We've enabled thousands of partners to sell these solutions and are especially seeing strong momentum in the managed solution provider, the MSP partner category. The breadth of the TD SYNNEX cloud portfolio, our cloud platform capabilities, and our extensive partner base makes TD SYNNEX really stand out in the market. TD SYNNEX has robust partnerships and sales motions with the three major hyperscalers, Microsoft, AWS, and Google. In addition, we have a strong and growing cloud data and security vendor portfolio. And we really position ourselves in the cloud marketplace by servicing our customers in three major ways. First, we have our own cloud marketplace platform called StreamOne, where partners can purchase and provision hyperscaler as well as ISV solutions, inclusive of cloud data and security offerings. This is incredibly valuable because it provides partners with a one-stop shop for all of their cloud billing and provisioning needs versus needing to work through each hyperscaler or vendor individually. We also have capabilities called Click to Run, where these solutions are pre-architected and enabled for delivery through our StreamOne platform. Number two, TD SYNNEX also enables our customers to participate in the hyperscaler marketplaces via private offer programs that enable end customers to purchase ISV solutions through these marketplaces. They're able to capture this against enterprise commitments they have made to the marketplaces, and it adds additional value there. In addition, we enable multi-vendor solutions through our partners via solution sales plays. Partners can receive training on the solutions, they can qualify for incentives, and also access end customer focused enablement resources such as solution training workshops, assessments, migrations, and proof of concepts. The third area that we deliver value is we have a very strong go-to-market and partner enablement resources and programs engine to help vendors grow their partner base, and also for partners to expand their portfolio and practices. We help partners navigate the vendor's partner programs and maximize their margin and profitability opportunities. We're seeing three major areas of emerging technology as being pivotal in the next phase of cloud evolution. The first one being data and AI. A lot of people are talking about data and AI, and for good reason. The pervasiveness of generative AI, the growing need for data-driven decision-making and artificial intelligence applications has led to increased demand for cloud-based data storage, processing power, and advanced analytic tools that cloud services can readily provide. The second area is cybersecurity and compliance. Data security and compliance continues to be top of mind for organizations, and we've seen a lot of momentum in our business this year. Whether you're a small company or a large enterprise, everyone needs to be focused on cybersecurity. And as the need for cloud increases, the need for data to be securely stored, managed, and accessed, and we will continue to see a lot of strength in that area accordingly. And finally, digital transformation. We've all heard this term, but it's true. Businesses across various industries have been embracing digital transformation to modernize their operations, improve efficiency, and stay competitive. Cloud services play a crucial role in enabling this transformation. You don't have to be a technology company to embrace digital transformation. It's a necessary area to be competitive in this ever-changing landscape. Digital transformation can manifest itself in lots of different ways as businesses decide what they need to focus on. They could be looking at hybrid approaches to embracing cloud. They could be looking at a multi-cloud approach based on their business needs, or even combining public cloud services with private cloud or on-premise infrastructure based on their requirements around optimizing cost, performance, and even control of the data.